What's up? It's your boy Carcino, man. Everybody's asking me to do two things today. This everyday struggle with Joe Budden and DJ Academics today. Everybody's telling me how right I am. You were right, Carcino. I told you. I mean, you told us, man. Charlamagne, man. You see what he did, man. He planted that seed. He knew what he was doing, man. He in there, man. He the devil. That's all I've been hearing. Dog, you gotta tell him, man. You gotta talk about it, man. You see how Joe went off on him today, man? This all shit because of Charlamagne. Listen, I told y'all before this happened. This is a long game. You gotta understand this game that these people play. I know where the finish line is. You know, DJ Academic is a cat chasing the light that's on the ground. He's the poker player that only sees the pieces of the cards, whatever that's in his hands. See, he's a person that plays poker, but a poker player, they are focused on the cards. They focused on everybody that's in that room or at that table. All the little head gestures they do, the scratching of their head, all these little giveaways to let them know what they got. Now, somebody just playing poker only see the cards that's in their hand. That's it. And what's on the table. Like, man, my hand. They don't see and know how to pick up or read people and know where situations is going. I've been blessed. I guess I can accredit it to just growing up in the city and seeing people run game, try to run scams or shiesty dudes. You're gonna see every personality in the world in the city, in the urban community. So to me, it's nothing new to see this. So when I'm seeing is watching the show, I saw a Joe Budden that was completely zoned in. He was zoned in as to I'm going to do my job to perfection and F DJ Academics. I'm going to sun him to death today. Completely do my job to the fullest. I don't need to look at no notes. I don't need to look at anything. I'm just running off what I know. Because what I know is a lifetime to what he could study. He still wouldn't know a quarter of it. So I'm just going to sun him with what I know. So you got somebody there who's a DJ Academic, he's there just to do the show. Joe Budden is like, I can't stand you, you fanboy and Negro. And that's what he wants to tell DJ Academic. And he's going to insult him. He's going to call him every name in the book on the show when it's really not helping the situation at all to belittle the partner that you got to work with. But Joe don't care. Joe wants to humiliate this man on the show and dog him. So all these young people who are on the internet who like DJ Academic is their hero, they're not good with information either. And see, this is the disconnect. Is why he's being curt to DJ Academic, and DJ Academic is trying to talk and everything else, and he's just insulting him. Not once do DJ Academics insult Joe Budden. So it's like, man, what's wrong with Joe? He's ruining the show. Joe's crazy. What is going on with Joe? Because that's the disconnect. This is a passive aggressive internet. People live behind the internet. Like somebody have a problem with you and they're in the same room. It'd be, oh, whoa, whoa, wait, ain't you the guy that was talking crap on me on Twitter? Oh no, dude, we too close. Let's tweet. I ain't know you was in the room. You know, they good with sending threats through the internet and hiding behind the PC. You know, that's what they want to do. Throwing bricks and hiding their hands. So in this scenario, Joe Budden is basically giving it to him on a higher up level, because what you guys don't understand is that a lot of the things Joe Budden said on the show today was very factual to the key, that I understood everything that he was saying, but that's because I understand the business side of the record company, to where to where DJ Akademiks, he don't really know how the ins and outs of like the record sales work. The promotion and all that stuff, that's all first week sales. That stuff, DJ Akademiks, he ain't gonna know about all that stuff. He's not privy to these situations. And when you have a show with somebody, you guys gotta be like synergy. You just can't do a show with people. That's why they have like test runs. And if you guys are listening to this, if you watch the show like Undisputed, which I think you guys do, because it's like this format is very similar to Undisputed, and this looked like they just said go. They had no plan put in place or anything. But if you watch that show, you would actually see that they groom the other people that you see on the show to see which ones they're going to come out with a show with who work well on that show together. Like they'll see Chris Carter and see how he handles himself on the show. And then they bring in Nick Wright, who was on this deflated show called Garbage Time, which I hope they put that show right in the garbage, because that lady is just annoying. Um, if they took that show, which I think that show now it has been trashed, because that used to be the build up for going into Undisputed, and I'm like, who is watching Garbage Time? I have no idea who will be watching that crap. But now Nick Wright and Chris Carter got a show together because of the chemistry they built up on the show. Joe and DJ Akademiks they don't have a chemistry. They have zero chemistry of working together because they don't know each other. They don't like each other. It's hard to do a show with somebody you don't like. Well, you can do it what you don't like, but what the word I'm looking for is really respect. DJ Akademiks will respect Joe Budden, but there's no way in heck Joe Budden is going to ever respect DJ Akademiks. It's not going to happen. I don't care if they hang out and they became barbecue buddies and they go to a picnic together. It's never going to work. And here's the thing. Joe was trying. You guys didn't notice it, but Joe was trying. He was trying to like DJ Akademiks. But DJ Akademiks is going to be who he is. He's a fanboy. He cannot help it. He's not gonna know. He's the type of guy that's gonna say, I know you might have a problem with such and such, but I like him. I'm a fan. And I know me and you, we got a job to do, and you my partner and everything, and I'm supposed to roll with you, but I'm gonna go over there and kick it with them, man, because I know that's messed up. Y'all don't get along like that, but I'm gonna go over there and deal with them because I like them. I'm a fan, and allowed himself to be used make him the pawn in a situation that it's not even involving him. If I was Joe Budden, right, and let's say me and Charlamagne had words on the internet, and I work with DJ Akademiks, okay, and you, DJ Academic, is a fan of you, whatever, however you want to be. Me and you having a conversation. It has nothing to do with DJ Academic. Okay, and we having our little disagreement live in front of everybody else. It's on Twitter. Then you go on the show, make a video about I'm gonna quit the show, I'm gonna leave the show. DJ Academic, man, you kind of rising on the show. If you Joe Budden, you would take offense to that because it's like, why are you rising on my show? Saying what I'm gonna do, and then you kind of diss DJ Academic in the mix. And then he don't even bring up DJ Academic. He basically is talking from his perspective. And then you turn around and go on this man's, not the Breakfast Club, the big show. No, you get invited to the podcast show and you go and do the show. And then you're talking as if on the show, as if like, yeah, like I knew the show was weak, so I said we need to do this. You basically doing everything Charlamagne wants you to do on the show. If I'm Joe Buttons and I'm listening to that podcast, I wouldn't want to work with DJ Academics no more. When he come and sit his butt down in that chair to come to work on Monday, I ain't gonna pretty much want to have nothing to say to him anyway. But DJ Academic probably won't understand why Joe Budden will feel that way. Because he's looking like, look, I didn't go in there and insult you. I'm just going in there talking about the show. And, he's always been good to me. So he's not seeing this whole game play out by Charlamagne. Or he just don't want to see it because he's too much of a fanboy. And it's sad that the only person that gets hurt in this situation is his show. And I'm like, dude, your show should be your main concern. And DJ Academic is more like, well, whatever happens, happens. Because I got something else on the side. I got my channel. I got this. I got that. So my concern is, yeah, we can get this going. I'm not concerned about hits. I just want the show to be good. Now, Academics appeals to the younger people that might like people like Lil Yachty and stuff like that. That's his realm. I don't pretend that that's my realm at all. I rarely will talk about them because I cannot sit there and be like, man, his lyric, listen to what he said right here. Listen to that line. That's you're probably never going to see that video out of me. You can get that from DJ Academic, and that's fine. I have no complaints about that. I stay in my lane. I talk about things and subjects that I know about. Like if one of them gets in a beef with somebody, like even the Migos, people was like, dog, my boy was opening up for the Migos. Angel G, what's up? Angel G was opening up for the Migos. And I like Offset, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really rock with the Migos like that. That's a little out of my age bracket, and that was the show I missed. So and everybody's like, dog, everybody came out to that show. And I was like, I missed it. It's not really my thing. But I really don't think Joe Budden in this case is 100% wrong. I don't think you guys probably really followed the podcast or knew what happened or what the situation, or probably just didn't see my video. And if you did, you would be like, oh yeah, Carcino, you right. Because if this had happened any other way, like a partnership, then I could see it going left. You know what I'm saying? So I think we had it wasn't on this level, but me and Sean had a situation when we had Boxing Socialists. Fight Hype, Ben Thompson was like, man, you could come work with me. And I'm like, look, I co-own Boxing Socialists with Sean. We both co-owners. So why would I come there and be an employee, at Fight Hype when I just stay here, when I got my own thing? I don't like to be bossed, and I like to work when I want to work and do what I want to do. So I can either go there and be a worker or come here and be my own boss. But I'm like, if you ever need me to do something for Fight Hype, I'll do it. I wouldn't charge you nothing. I'll come over and do something for you. And he was like, I would want you over here, but I don't think I can have anything to do with you over here if you still cool with Sean like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. No problem. Do your thing, we do ours. But I wasn't gonna go over to Fight Hype and do something without, making sure it was cool with Sean. Because me and him had a partnership on Boxing Social. So that was our thing. I wasn't finna sabotage what we got going. I could have stuff going on the side, but I'm not gonna sabotage what we got because I'll be like, well, if it blow up, it blow up, and that's a bad practice. And I listened to the interview that y'all sent me the link to the Charlamagne, and he talked about getting fired as a college DJ because he played the wrong record, and he's just like, man, I was getting more hits, playing it because I would put it on the internet. I would DJ in college and then I put it on the internet and I was getting more hits on the internet. So his basically his interest was like, why am I doing college radio? I should be on the internet. So what he did was lack off on his job as the college DJ. Didn't care about it no more. So at what point do DJ Akademiks not care about everyday struggle? That's that's the kind of when people do those little things like that, it's a behavioral pattern. You know, I've seen it before. They get hooked on one thing and then it's like something else come up and they easily distracted and pulled into that direction. Or they'll be involved in something and then they like, I don't think I really like it and all this, but I got another avenue. So now that I got this other avenue, that's really what I want to do. I'm just here right now, so I'm just gonna go through the motions. But I really think he tried to have a decent show today, and he did the best he could to his ability. And I don't think the show was really that bad. And I tell people, I watch Everyday Struggle. I have no problem with telling people like, man, you be sneaking and watching the show. I've never told anybody from day one that I would not watch Everyday Struggle. Before there was one episode of Everyday Struggle, I promoted it. Nobody told me to promote Everyday Struggle. Nobody said, yo, man, can we help you out? Complex came to me. I said, no, this is a good idea. This is a good look for anybody from YouTube. I'm like, this guy came up from YouTube. Why not support it? Why not support it? You guys hated it and you're like, no, you wanted to fail. No, that's y'all. That's you projecting your thoughts in my head. I'm telling you what, if you just listen to my videos, I tell you exactly what I'm going to do, what I do, and do it. My videos dictate that. I say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I do it, and you see it. So I don't understand where the miscommunication and the disconnect come from with the general public. I don't mix words up like that. I'm very direct when it comes to that type of situation. So when you look at this, will Joe Budden ever trust and be cool with DJ Academic? I don't like to ever say never, but at this point, I know if I'm Joe Budden, I wouldn't trust DJ Akademiks. I wouldn't trust him at this point. I'd be like, dude, I came in here trying. I already didn't like you from what you were doing. It's not me. It's me being Joe Budden in his situation. I always didn't like you because I felt like you knew nothing about the culture. You knew nothing about hip hop. You knew nothing. And DJ Academic, to his credit, never claims to know about the old like LL Cool J and Big Daddy Kane, and he know these people existed, but he don't claim to know that culture. He knows he's the Drake, and from on all this new age stuff. And that's cool. He's the voice of those young people, and he wants to be that voice. But in their era, in this technology and internet, which have all this information on there, they still know nothing. So, only thing that I would imply to DJ Academic is learn something that's real and bring it to the show. At least one thing that's real and bring that to the show. You see what I'm saying? If you bring something real, people would respect it a lot more when you bring something real that's factual. If you grab something that's genuine and say, no, this is what happened, with so and so, these young artists, this is how the business works, this is this and this and this. Then you cannot tell me DJ Academic cannot find out how the music business works. He can't tell me how the artists get points. You can't tell me these things don't exist. And believe me, there are people and listeners that's out there listening to this show. They want to hear things like that. I've done videos talking about points and what the point is this and all of this for downloads and streams and how the money is calculated. You mean to tell me with all the accesses and all the things that you have on the internet, you cannot find this for yourself to use on a platform like Complex, bring that kind of, dialogue to the table to mix it up with what's going on today that would strengthen the show to make it more legit instead of it just looks like two people arguing and everything else it gets lost in the translation. Joe Budden made very good points today. He made very good points. He was very accurate. He's very curt. He was all about business. But when it came to him, and every time when he could throw a shot at Academic, oh, he was zoned in. He wasn't about playing today. There was no jokes, nothing. He was dead on. So I've already taken up enough of your time. Let me get out of here. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my playlist. You'll probably love it. If not, sorry. Click the notification button too. I'm out.